So I want to do a video on a SHTF battery. This is a 3-gun battery. It's kind of a bare minimum. I'm going to do this in 3 parts, I believe. I think the first part is just going to be an overview of the choices I made. Second part is going to be a little bit more in-depth. I'll take the camera off the tripod and get a little bit more in-depth on the particular weapons and the modifications. And third one, I'm going to add a couple of guns to the battery. I think you can do it with 3 guns. These are the 3 that I chose. In SHTF scenario, it's hard to say what's going to happen. It could be a short-term regional event that just lasts for a short period of time, like a hurricane, something like that, all the way up to a nationwide or worldwide event that lasts for a long term or even forever. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it did, I think these 3 weapons would serve you pretty well. First thing is the handgun. There's a lot of solid choices out there, but I chose the Glock 17 for a few reasons. For one thing, I'm a Glock fan. I think reliability is key, and the Glocks have a good reputation for reliability. Glock 17 is a full-size Glock, a little bit longer barrel, a little bit more velocity, a little bit more controllability, a little bit more accuracy. So I think the Glock 17 is a good choice. Also for firepower, great thing about the Glock 17 is the number of rounds you can carry. So a 17-round magazine can carry 17 plus 1 in the chamber. Plus you have the ability to use the 33-round magazines from Glock, which is from the Glock 18. Glock 18 is a military and police only full auto Glock, but the great thing is that you can use that magazine for a Glock 17. It operates just the same. You fit it right in there, and it functions the same as the 17. Second one is the Ruger 1022. I think every battery should have a 22, and the 1022 I think is good for defense as well as game getting capability. I think it's a pretty formidable weapon. This one's highly modified, but the 1022 is fairly inexpensive. You could go with a basic one all the way up to a pretty modified one like this one. And again, I'll get into the modifications I think in the next video. But if someone on the street, zombies are looking at you thinking, that must be an easy target. All they have is a 22. I mean, it's not a 308, but I think a 22 can be pretty deadly in the right hands. This one's very accurate. It fires very fast, very accurate. So basically, I could make 25 zombie headshots if I had to. So I think the 22 is fairly versatile gun. You'd be able to take small game with it, medium-sized game, even deer if you had to. And so I think the 22 would come in handy in many different ways. Also, the third one there is the Remington 870. It's a Remington tactical 870, pretty basic one, but also the 12 gauge is pretty versatile as well. So not only can you use it in defense situations, 12 gauge is pretty hard to beat for home defense or personal defense. Someone's coming into your home or compound, just racking that slide is going to scare most people away. Close range, shooting through a door, or whatever, if you had to, the 12 gauge is a pretty formidable weapon. And very versatile. You could use anywhere from anything from birdshot to buckshot to slugs. So the versatility is really key. You'd be able to use it for defense as well as game getting capability. Not the optimum hunting gun, but 12 gauge you could take bird and geese and ducks with it, and small game to medium sized game. You could just do a number of things with it. So I think these 3 guns all together give you a lot of versatility and cover all the bases as far as close range, a little bit further range defense, and also lots of game getting capability. From the small caliber rifle to the shotgun, you pretty much be able to take any game in North America except for maybe a grizzly bear or something. So that's my 3 choices, and second video I'll take the camera off the tripod and go over each one a little bit more in depth.